Yes, people, what's happening? What's happening? Obviously, match day today. Match day today. Manchester United versus West Ham at the London Stadium. And you know what? I think a couple of weeks ago, you'd probably be saying, even probably if Amarim was still here, the form that West Ham was on, you'd probably say, you know what, we definitely expect a win for Manchester United. But I think, obviously, Carrick taking charge now, the fact that West Ham have been in decent form as of late. And again, I think they'll be fancying their chances at home to at least pick up a point. But I think with United, the one game a week, the fact that we've won 4 out of 4 under Carrick, the way he's got us set up, the attack, they look like they're going to score goals in every game. I think, personally, today's game, it's going to be a tight one. I'd probably say maybe a 2-1 Man United. I think I don't think it's going to be a massive gap in the result. I think it might be by the odd goal. It wouldn't even surprise me if United win it 1-0. The defense has been very good. But I'm going to say a 2-1 victory to Man United. And obviously we're on 44 points. And then that will take us up to 47 points. So, yeah, I think everything's looking good. I think Aston Villa might be on 47 or 48. So, again, Aston Villa play Brighton. I'm not sure if they're playing Brighton today or tomorrow. But United can really put the pressure on Villa, man, if they win this game. And Villa, don't get a win against Brighton. So, yeah, I think everything's looking positive for United. I expect Carrick to play the same team. I would like to see maybe 1 or 2 changes. I'd like to see a Xerxes come in, Mazraoui at right back. But I think Carrick's going to play the same team. I think Mbeumo will start through the middle again. And again, I think it's very difficult to change a winning team, which is why I'm saying that, yeah, I think he just plays the same team. And, maybe he keeps playing the same team until the team don't win. And I think even if he does play the same team, we've got weapons off the bench, the likes of Xerxes, the likes of Sesko, obviously Mazraoui mentioned before as well. So, yeah, I'd fully expect the team, man, to get over the line. And as I said, to make it 5 out of 5, man, because, as I said, the way that we've been playing has been impressive under Carrick, man. As I said, wins against City, Arsenal, Fulham, Tottenham, and now we expect it against West Ham. So, yeah, long may it continue, man. And obviously, we'll see what happens at the end of the season. But definitely the target is Champions League football, and I think we get that with the form we're in. I'm not going to talk about Premier League, even though the way we're going at the moment, the Premier League could be a possibility. But I think one step at a time. I think if we just try and consolidate ourselves in the Champions League, and then see what happens. But a lot of the title talk that I'm hearing from other fans, again, is hoping that the likes of Arsenal and City drop more points and United keep winning to enable us to try and to get in the conversation for the title, man. But I don't think it's out of the question. As I said, the target is to try and overtake Aston Villa in 3rd place. They're under pressure now. And again, next season, we'll see what happens, And I think, as I said, the midfield, we definitely are going to be making some signings there, Obviously, I spoke about Sandro Tonali, the other day. And the fact that I definitely think he's leaving Newcastle. He's going to cost a lot of money, but I'm looking at Man City realistically. If Man City don't go and get Tonali, Tonali's the right age, 25 years of age, Premier League proven. And City are crying out for a midfielder like that, And imagine if they get him over the line as someone that can rotate with Rodri, or Nico Gonzalez, whoever they're going to play in there. And all of a sudden, their midfield looks strong. Maybe they might play him with Rodri. Who knows? So I definitely think City will be in for him, as well as other players as well. But if we had a chance to get Tonali, at Manchester United, and we had a midfield pairing of Baleba and Tonali in midfield to go with Kobe. And then Kobe can also play in the 10 as well. I think all of a sudden, man, this team's looking frightening, and it's just amazing to see that, it just takes one coach in Carrick and his coaching staff and you know they're changing the fortunes of this club already with the players that we have. You know, you guys already know my thoughts on some of the players that we need to be letting go, in my opinion, in the summer. But again, first things first, let's win this game tonight against West Ham. And again, all eyes will be on getting them Champions League spots secured. And again, if there is a late title charge, then so be it. But let's take one step at a time. But guys, I will be back later tonight for the match reaction for the Man United West Ham game. Let's hope that we obviously pick up the 3 points and then we'll just keep it moving. As always, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you share the channel. And check out all the other content as well. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys a bit later for the match reaction. Come on, United. Take it easy.